Along this path, I changed careers from my lifelong career. My father was in this career, and I changed industries. And I found this company, and I got in front of the president. I said, hire me, and I will blow you guys away. And in 18 months, I've brought myself right now to the top of the company. And it's amazing and slightly terrifying.
Well, you know, that's the second time you've said that, and we want to talk about that a little bit, because the reason that we said to you, you're not halfway, you're just the vortex is so huge, and the potential is so satisfying, and the trend is so certain, and the satisfaction is so obvious to us, that the thing that you're calling terrifying is the unknown.
Exactly.
Because you're accustomed to planning it all out, and then it's like make a plan and then work the plan. But when you make a vortex plan, you can't identify it, because it's going to reveal itself to you along the way at the perfect and precise moments. So for that terrifying feeling to go away, and we think you're exaggerating it, but we get what you're talking about. For that feeling to begin to subside, you have to replace it with this feeling of abiding trust that says everything is always working out for me, and I don't have to understand each and every detail of how it's going to unfold. I just know that I know enough, and that my inspiration is enough in place that I'll figure it out as I go. Because we promise you, a predictable life is a boring life. That's where the song "Is That All There Is" comes from. Is that all there is? Is that all there is? I've done this, and 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 I've done this. Is that all there is? Where there's so much more.
It's expanding so fast. You know, when I said to the president, I said, hire me, the guy that doesn't know anything about your business and doesn't even live where you want me to sell, and I will make you proud. It all just came together, and society says you can't put the cart before the horse, but you've taught me to put the thought before the horse, and I felt my way in, and it's mind-blowing every day.
Yes.
So being in this career, it's all-consuming, and I love it. I work all the time, and I'm thrilled with it, and I said I don't have enough time in my day, and I developed insomnia, and I was fighting it, and I was in your Boca seminar, and I bumped into a friend who's an old friend who's a Hay House author, and I looked her up, and one of her videos, she tells the same story, and she said then she accepted it, and she realized she could operate on 3 hours sleep. And so I go for days at a time for just a couple hours a night sleep, and I have some of my most productive weeks, and I'm doing great until somebody comes to me and says, oh, you need more sleep. You're going to get sick. You need 8 hours. And it kind of stops me and throws me off kilter.
The whole purpose of sleep, we'll just give it to you here. The whole purpose of sleep is that it's a defocusing of your attention, which allows your energies to come back into alignment. That's the purpose of sleep. Your body doesn't need to rest. You're resting while you're sitting here in these chairs. In other words, your body is at rest, your heart rhythm is comfortable, everything about you is at rest when you're having moments like this. But the benefit of sleep is that it distracts you from the beating of the drum of the resistant thoughts, and it allows you on a cellular basis to come back into alignment with who you really are. So if you're in the mode of appreciation, if you're in the mode of passion, if you're loving what you're doing predominantly, then you're not having that much resistance, and so your body is not requiring that much separation from reality. Mm-hmm. You see what we're getting at? You didn't come into this magnificent time-space reality to sleep it away. Okay. You came for the inspiration and the opportunity to expand and align. And sleep, your amount of sleep is irrelevant, but your amount of resistance is relevant. So that's why we always encourage you, at your on-risk moments, take a nap. At your most resistant moments, take a nap. Or meditate.
I've been meditating a lot, and that has really been life-changing, and your CD has helped me a lot. So my work situation, it's all going well, and then there's tons of obstacles or resistance or contrast is the word, and I experience it, and it's a roller coaster ride, and it always works out in the end. My question is there a way where I can have this thrilling ride, which the contrast is fueling, without coming so close to the edge of the track?
Yes, by more often reminding yourself that it always works out in the end. Because as we've been visiting with you, you've used lots of different words to describe how thrilling and terrifying your life is. How thrilling and terrifying. You're creating the roller coaster. You're creating the highs and the lows with that constant affirmation of how thrilling and terrifying it is. So you want to go more general. You want to use less dynamic words, less thrilling words at first and less terrifying words at first. In other words, just speak in more general terms. I've got this figured out. I know what I'm doing. My life is really improving. You've been giving us a lot of this already here today. But just ratchet back the intensity of it just a little bit. But we really want you to understand nothing can go so wrong that you can't bring it back into alignment. And so the whole thing is about how far you're willing to go for the expansion that you're reaching for. That really is what the question at hand is here. And if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would have no holes barred in our willingness to explore. The thing that we want to convey to you more than all other things put together is that there's no reason for anything to ever give you the sense of terrifying you, because nothing can get so out of whack that you can't bring it back into alignment. And what we can feel from you, what we know about you, is that bringing things that are far out of whack back into alignment is pretty much an adventurous, fun ride for you. Yes. And you have kind of got addicted to the exhilaration of bringing it back from the edge. And as long as you like that, there's no danger in going to the edge. It would be like taking a high-flying stunt driver and saying to him, that's dangerous, drive this Volkswagen and don't go over 55 miles an hour. You'll live longer and it'll be better for you. And he'd say, I'd rather die. Because he wants the thrill of the ride. He wants the thrill of the expansion. He wants to find out what he can do. He wants to feel the exhilaration of the new knowledge, you see. Sometimes you have to go to sort of adventurous places to gain, to know, to find the knowledge that you've put into your vortex. It's always there for you. You can't get it wrong and you never get it done.
Excellent. One question on a different subject. I have a couple rules in my life. One is never cross the GW during rush hour. And another one is, since I've started listening to you...
you could miss so much glorious interaction on the George Washington Bridge during rush hours.
I hear you.
The best day of Jerry and Esther's life was on the Tappan Zee Bridge during a major pileup. They sat there all day and fell in love with complete strangers.
Nice.
Shared popsicles with the Boy Scouts and drew hopscotch and spent the whole day on the bridge picnicking with hundreds of people that they would have never met otherwise.
So, excellent. So I no longer watch the news.
That was the day Esther learned how to pee in a baggie.
Thank you for that.
It was a rental car.
Great.